Today, let's talk about salt buildups and autopots. And these are the plants that grow with them. So we're gonna start off with the autopot. It is a bottom watering, self-watering system. It waters from the bottom. This valve fills this tray, fills it up, it drinks the water and so on. It gives a little dry cycle and whatnot. You have the nutrients in here and the salt actually goes up right here and up into the soil. When you're top watering, you're watering those salts and the synthetic nutrients into the top, and then they get watered down to the bottom. With this, they go to the top. The root zone, the bulk of the root zone and where the roots do the most work is down here at the bottom. So all those salt buildups, if there are any, are going to be in the top few inches. Now last grow, I flushed these, I want to say maybe 2-3 times. I've top watered and let the water go through, and I tried flushing as much as possible. Doing that, it tries to overflow this part of the system that comes out of the tray if you water too much. So if you're going to try it, I recommend putting it on a tray where it's going to catch the extra water. This plant is on week 6 or week 7 of flowering, and I have yet to flush this whole entire system even once. I haven't even taken these trays off and cleaned them even once. This is after 3 months, 4 months almost of growth. Still pretty clean. It's got a little bit of buildup in there, but everything is still growing really nice. Now from last grow and this grow, I have done some top watering, but I found out that it seems to be causing more problems. I would be top watering the silica, I'd be top watering photosynthesis plus and mycorrhizal. And what that is doing is that when I water it in, it is pushing all the salt buildups that are up here and pushing it down into the root zone. So then all of a sudden my leaves and stuff up top are starting to freak out a little bit, like they're getting a deficiency or something like that. I think that part of that is happening because I am top watering this. If this soil was living soil and I was only adding water to the system, then I could top water and it wouldn't be that big of an issue. But since I'm watering with synthetic nutrients, that's where the salt buildup is up here on the top. And I didn't know that I was flushing it all the way down into the bottom of the roots whenever I was doing that. Not that I don't still have great plants, but they could have been better. Which in my opinion, they can always be better. There's always room for improvement. Always learning. Also, by now you guys know that I'm rocking with the King Solomon. And even like last grow, I had pots, just regular fabric pots. I was still using King Solomon, and I had, like they say that whenever you see a little bit of salt buildup on top of the soil, go ahead and just water that in, and it's going to get rid of that salt buildup. But I've never seen any white salt buildup on top, ever. There was also no shock to me that when I'm using the King Solomon in my Autopots, I am not seeing any salt buildup even on top of the soil still. So I can't speak on other nutrient solutions and how much salt buildup they have or not. Either way, the salt buildup, if you're using an Autopot system, will be up here in the top. And the only time you'll need to flush your system is at the end when you're trying to flush the nutrients out of your plants. But people like Scotty from Real Growers say that's all a myth anyway, so I don't know. Also, do I recommend using the Autopots and not cleaning them once a week or even once a month?